Welcome to the talk about ensuring sustainability, peace and democracy, recommendations of the United Nations Secretary General's high-level panel on the teaching profession, published in 2024. We will be talking about education for sustainable development, active and responsible global citizens, adaptation and contingency strategies. Education for sustainable development is the part A. In view of the urgent planetary environment crisis, education for sustainable development, including climate and ocean literacy, should be integrated into curricula and teaching as a cross-cutting issue from early childhood through tertiary education. So, as the global environment or the environment of all the planet is under crisis, so education for sustainable development, including climate and ocean literacy, should be part of the curricula from early childhood to the university level. Number 2, teacher training and professional development should be developed accordingly, and teachers should have access to free, quality and up-to-date teaching and learning materials on these topics. So for sustainable development, teacher training and professional development should be developed in line with the needs of sustainable development, and teachers should have access to free, without any cost, quality and up-to-date teaching learning material for teaching the above said topics to their students. B part, active and responsible global citizens. Teachers should be trained to prepare learners to be active and responsible global citizens in their communities. So they have to think global and act locally, and they are actually in this global village. All persons are actually global citizens in their countries and in the world in order to advance human rights. For the human rights, for inclusivity, global citizenship is a must. 2. Teachers should guide learners in their understanding of social justice, respect for diversity and global solidarity. So it is a duty of the teachers to guide the students, rather make them understand what do we mean by social justice, respect for differences or diversity, and global solidarity or global unity. 3. In this way, teachers can sow the seeds of a culture of peace, and in this way, every citizen can live with peace with himself, with his surroundings, fellow human beings, and as a part of the global community. C is adaptation and contingency strategies. Adaptation and contingency strategies should be developed, sufficiently funded and implemented. Of course, we need adaptation and contingency strategies mean the things evolve eventually, accidentally, the expenses which we need due to the needs which cannot be planned, which are not foreseen, and such adaptation and contingency strategies should be developed, sufficiently funded. They should have the appropriate funds and implemented in order to make educational institutions more resilient. Resilient, as we know, that is the state when a functioning unit achieve functionality again after a setback, after a problem, after a type of disruptions. To the negative impacts of climate change, natural disasters, and other emergencies. So the educational institution should be resilient too, should be functional, should not be much affected by the negative impacts of climate change. If the climate suddenly changes and there are natural disasters like earthquakes and other things and other emergency, in case of other unforeseen accidents or emergencies. We talked about education for sustainable development, active and responsible global citizens, and adaptation and contingency strategies. Thank you very much for being with me. See you in the next talk.